has the ability to correspond with the intelligence of the cosmos. So is a eukaryotic cell because the cosmos don't understand what frequency you're trying to speak on because everything that you
I
speak
disagree.
is going. Okay.
I definitely I agree with half of what you were saying about, interpretation and touch and physical, but I don't agree with that last part, bro.
All right. So let me give it.
So
all right,
you telling me an ant, you feel me? An ant is more connected. That what you're saying?
An ant is more connected than what?
Is an ant more connected than a prokaryotic cell or a eukaryotic cell?
Than a eukaryotic cell. Anybody that has mixed, because you got it. Okay,
so let me
here
ask
it
you
is.
this one more question, bro. So an ant is not more connected than a prokaryotic cell. Do you think it has just as much connection as the prokaryotic cell, or the prokaryotic cell?
It has just as much connection as a prokaryotic cell. It's all one.
So the ant is on the same frequency, or the prokaryotic cell is on the same frequency as the ant, and the eukaryotic cell is on the lower frequency than the ant.
The eukaryotic cell is on the same frequency as what you will call any type of animal that needs DNA from another animal in order for it to exist. No animal on the planet takes nothing from another animal in order for it to exist.
Yes, they do.
Excuse me, let me finish. Other than through the food chain, but I'm not taking your way of living away from you in order for me to exist. You see what I'm saying to you?
I feel like that's that's personal. You feel me? That may be subjective.
Well, no. Hold on for a second. Let me give an example. So let me give an example. Killer whales like seals to eat, but they don't tell seals how they should live. So that's a difference. So you understand what I'm saying? They're not infringing their ways. They're not telling seals not to live like seals no more. Even though you might be it programmed in my DNA as my food source, I'm still not telling you how you should conduct your life.
Right. So
that's the issue.
I get it. You feel me? And I definitely agree with that. And this is my whole philosophy about kings. Kings and queens is dishonorable because they're rulers over people. In nature, you have species that's more dominant over other species. Humans that's more dominant over other humans. But however, no human should be ruling over another person. Just animals ain't trying to, a pack of lions ain't trying to rule the gazelles. They may dominate them because, it's a food chain, it's nature. So I agree with that. But white people ain't the only people telling people how they should live. It's a lot of black people. We taught white people how to build cities, Babylons, how to set up their civilizations, how to be rulers and kings and queens. We taught white people how to do that. So we was dictating, telling other people you should live like this too. So we can't point the finger, brother.
All right, let me reverse this for a second here. That's a lie. So this is why I always go back to genetics and go back to DNA. Why would I need to force you and tell you how to live? When we first stumbled upon the eukaryotic cell organism, they were what you will call Neanderthals. They had more animal features to themselves, and mixed amongst them were some of the people that were starting to, as what you will call evolution, was starting to be born with more human features. So what we didn't do, because we're pro-life people, we try to assist them as much as we possibly can to get them out of their barbaric ways. That is what happened. So when you sit there and you say,
so you don't think no black people ever made it with a motherfucking animal or Neanderthal?
No, not violent, not back when we understood anatomy, when we knew ourselves. No, but I'm telling you, after we fell, yeah, absolutely, because this is why they were allowed to reproduce. So yeah, I can tell you that. I can tell you that the Moors had sex with some of them. I can tell you that I can tell you that Hannibal, when he went over there in Europe, and when we kicked their asses, that men stayed over there and we reproduced, we had sex with them. So that's not. But see, my point is, in me saying that also is to say how all these other bloodlines got here as well. So this is where I drive my point home with you when you keep talking about that you just puffed out of thin air, because there is called laws of physics. So everything has to follow the laws of physics. Anything that doesn't follow the laws of physics will naturally die off. It will never be able to experience life at its full potential, because it violated on how it got here in the first place. So when you look at people, that when you say the universe will manifest itself into anything, why would the universe manifest itself into something that it can't correspond with? Why would the universe manifest itself into?
It
But
can
it can't.
correspond.
Okay,
It can.
okay,
Your
that's
periodic cells have a correspondence to nature, the universe as well. Now, I ain't gonna cap like, okay, I understand your perspective, and the thing is, I understand it and I accept it and I respect it as your opinion. These are intelligent opinions that you have, but to say they facts, these are not facts, bro. Because if we look at life, life ain't showing us these things, bro. We all
really.
have our opinions.
Pause for a
Yeah,
second. Pause. So
yeah.
let me ask you a question. Name a group of people in the last fucking 100 years that we ain't even got to talk about slavery. Let's just name a group of people in the last 100 years that have went from continent to continent, from country to country, raging wars over fake resources and fake terrorist attacks and so forth and so on. That's literally just going. The
Well,
war in Iraq.
I would just,
The war in Iraq, that was falsified. The war for Afghanistan, that was falsified. So again,
yeah.
that's just over the last hundred
So
years,
look though,
bro.
so I definitely understand. And
So if you understand that, then you keep talking about genetics don't play a role. Genetics do play a role, because you can't convince people of intelligence to literally destroy each other over resources when the resources are in abundance.
yes, you
You
can. We
can't.
doing it all the time. So look, you see, you brought up these wars. Who's the bulk of people that's fighting these wars? Black people.
You
They've
no,
been
it's not.
convinced. They've been, man, black people dominating the motherfucking military, G.
Now hold on. Let me pause for a second. Now see,
If
this
it's
is
not
where
because we
pause
locked
for
up.
1 second. Pause
Go
for one
ahead.
second, man. See, this is where I'm talking about, my brothers and sisters. When you hear the stuff that come out of his mouth, it's very I'm being no,
What
I
you
don't
mean?
no lie,
Black
no
people
lie.
ain't fighting
You over
wars?
now? Hold on. You are now, Chief YNOT. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to log off of here real fast, bro. I'm going to let you know that
That's
right
cool.
now. I'm
That's
gonna let you
cool,
know.
man.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna log off here very, very fast. Now
That's cool.
I'm gonna show you where your level of intelligence, like literally just like at the
Go ahead.
bottom,
Go
like
ahead.
literally, bro. I told you, I don't.
Go ahead.
Like,
I'm
bro. The
listening.
more I talk to you, more it's like the onion get peeled back, and the more I see, like you just, bro, you just a double talking dude, bro. I'm being honest with you, man.
Al,
You
you
really be
can't say
fraud,
nothing
bro.
like that and
All right,
don't
but listen.
expect me to
Let me
defend
just say this
myself
to you.
though. You
Let
can't
me just
real quick. You can't say nothing like that and don't expect Chief YNOT to
All right, so I
defend
want you to
himself though, bro.
defend yourself, though, bro, because I really do. I want and when you pull up the military, bro. When you pull up the military, the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, majority 95. Let me explain something to you. White folks dominate the military and all law enforcement
Let me
and the medical. Let me answer your question so that way we can and anybody in the chat that is in this chat that has listened to this that can tell me that I'm wrong when I make this comparison. White folks dominate law enforcement, the legal field, and the medical field like black people dominate football and basketball. Now, am I lying?
okay.
So for
Okay.
this man to
Now,
sit there and talk about so many
okay.
black people
All
are
right.
in the
So look,
military, bro,
look,
stop it, man.
all right, okay. I was in error. And I like to correct my error. Instead of saying black people dominate, black people are being convinced to fight. You said you can't convince a motherfucker like us to go over and fight wars over natural resources that's in abundance. That's a lie. Because we see black people fighting these white people wars. What are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
saying that black people don't. I'm not saying that you can't convince black people to go over there
You
and
see.
fight wars. That's not what I'm saying. I said who dominates the black people are not. They're not.
Now we
Yo,
saying
hold on.
dominate.
Listen, excuse me. You did say dominate. Listen, black people when they showed up, when they pulled the pictures up of Iraqi men being embarrassed, being naked. They made the men strip naked and then made them stack on top of each other like a pyramid, and they called it an ass pyramid. You know who did that? All white soldiers. All white soldiers did that
Okay.
shit. All the pictures that came up, they were all white soldiers.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that black people are not in the military and not fighting foolishly,
Okay.
because we fought foolishly before them before. But the main people
Okay.
that are in there that are poor, that's just like it's black police.
But
That's just like
Kalak,
it's black. Excuse me. That's just like it's black police officers in our communities. But who dominate the communities? Other races
right.
of people. So
But look though.
stop it, bro. So
Okay,
now
so
let's move forward.
look, okay, so before we got tangled up in a dominate thing, you stated you can't convince black people to fight senseless wars over resources that's already in abundance. That's what you said. And I say
Right, and
black
I
people
stick
are
to that.
fighting wars, and I made a mistake in saying black people dominating their military, but they not dominating, because you feel me, you right about what you said. But we are convinced, easily convinced, to go fight over some shit that's in abundance already. You can't say we not, because we see black
Not
people
not not
doing
as a whole, not as a whole, because that's why a lot of black people will be joining the military. We're not in the middle. But a lot of us, you don't hear that many black people talk about they coming back suffering from PTSD, because they wasn't doing to the
it.
people
Shit.
over. Let me
You
finish
ain't
speaking. They
see
wasn't
Dead
they.
Presidents? You ain't see that movie Dead Presidents? Lorenz Tate was going through it, bro. That army fucked him up. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, bro.
Again, like I said, you don't see as so-called many black people suffering from PTSD, aka from Vietnam War, than you see from other races of people. You do not see that, because you know why? Black people wasn't over there just senseless killing, because you have a license to kill when you in the military and you in the other country and you're at war. So you ain't got to explain to a whole bunch of people or the media about a motherfucker having a cell phone in his hand and he starts shooting and you
Okay,
killing from you
so
just killing.
Kalak,
So
so Kalak,
you can get away with a lot of killing and murdering. And a lot of
okay,
these older white men that are suffering from PTSD from being in those wars over there. That's why they all, when they get on their deathbed, they start confessing about the shit that they did to the Asian people over
yeah.
there during that time. So
So,
go ahead,
so
moving
look,
forward.
okay, moving forward. So, are you aware that the Moors, you feel me, were black people? We agree on that, right?
Listen, let me just say this to you. I'm never going to get into a historic conversation. Only I deal
Okay,
with his. Listen, I deal with
okay.
history. Let me say this to you. I deal with history when it comes to genetics. I know that the Moors I know that the original people on this planet had no animal DNA. We had no STDs. We had no birth abnormalities. We had no violence. There was no raping of no woman. There was no sexual abuse of children. There was none of that going on this planet until we ran to a group of people that were genetically manipulated by a group of extraterrestrials on this planet that is still currently here, that is linked to that fake royal family. Point blank
My
and
thing,
simple.
my
Black
thing,
people
my
never
thing
had
is
no
this.
issue. But
My thing is this, G. You feel me? According to y'all, white people are a fairly new race on the planet. They only
every no 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 no
they
no.
don't
All
predate
y'all knew.
they don't pre they don't predate past 6,000 years ago. So let's
No,
just okay, all of us are new. Black people been here before us. So before we was new, before everybody else was new, G. Black people taught everybody how to build civilizations, how to build cities, which is Babylons, how to be rulers, how to be kings, queens, slave masters, how to go to war, build armies, all this stuff. But now we taught them how to do everything according to y'all knowledge. We taught them everything they know. Okay, cool. Now we complaining when they utilize knowledge that we taught them.
we didn't teach
We
them. We didn't teach them about war and violence. We
we
took
did.
them
We
away from that.
no
No, we
no we
didn't.
didn't. There's
We did
always
not
been,
teach them
there's
war. We was
always been,
never. Who
hey,
was we going to war with?
that's a good question. There's always been war amongst the tribes.
No,
There's
it wasn't.
always been, yes,
No, it wasn't.
it's always been slavery. It's always been slavery. You got something called POW, prisoners of war. If you conquer a motherfucker and you take them into slavery, that was different from, you know, slavery and how they was doing it. But if we taught them to enslave people, we taught
All
them
right,
everything they know,
can
G.
I
What are you talking
respond?
about?
Can I respond to you from that? Okay, so let me just say this to you, right? And this is why I say this is another thing that really confuses, and I want my people really to understand something. Black people started from heaven. You are going to have the propensities of of how you grew up, where your root self come from. So why in the hell is that our root self come from creativity and pro-life? Why will we come down on earth and all of a sudden think about throwing a fist or building a weapon to destroy flesh or hurt flesh? Well, we understand the quantum physics of our autonomy at the same time. Why would we do that? Why would we do any of that type of stuff?
I don't, I don't agree with that. You say black people come from heaven. Okay, where is heaven?
What do you mean? We come through the stars, bro. We come through the
Okay, so
stars.
we come from
We
outer
come through
space
the
and the
stars,
stars.
bro. Our soul, my soul matches
Okay,
the stars. Can you pass me that
well,
charge over there?
I'm not,
My
I'm not,
soul comes from the
I'm
stars.
not, I'm not a black person. Exactly. I'm consciousness. And
Well,
consciousness
again,
don't got no color, no melanin, no nothing.
okay,
Consciousness,
but consciousness follow the
consciousness,
laws of physics. So
consciousness. You
consciousness
know where
has
I
to
came
start
from?
with
Look though,
particles, bro.
and that's why we ain't gonna never see eye to eye on certain shit
Of course we're
because
not, because
your perspective,
you using your.
because bro, you using science. You using a science book. You need to be
I'm
verified from science books. I'm
right, and
coming
you're
from
using your
nature.
personal
So look,
feelings.
nature. No, I'm using logic. You're very subjective in your
No,
teachings.
how
You
you
go off emotions and
using
feelings.
logic, bro?
I'm
You're
using
using your
logic.
personal
The
feelings.
logic, the logic. No, that I'm not subjective. I'm very objective person. Anybody will tell
Okay,
you that.
listen. Air is made of particles, bro. So even you can't see it. You
Air,
can't see air, bro, but
air
air is
is
there.
made of atoms, not particles. But go ahead.
Oh, my.
There's
Yo,
particles
my
within
God, man.
the air, but air is made
Oh
up
my
of the
God.
atoms, the
So
atomic
listen.
levels of
All right,
light. You gotta be
listen.
right and
Once
exact.
again, man. Once again, I like listen. Once again, bro. Black people was originally here on this planet before all life on this planet. The cosmos of something of an intelligent being would not create something to experience, just want to experience pain. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's foolish. Why would I do that?
Can I
Me as a
interject about
parent,
pain? Can
me
I
as a
interject about
parent,
pain?
let me excuse me. Me as a parent is not going to want to produce or create a child with my mate that's going to be less uh, uh anatomically when it comes down to uh being able to operate efficient without the parents. I'm not gonna. I
Okay,
don't want my
that's
child.
that's a
I don't. Go ahead.
that's a personal opinion. I see black people that have stronger more pure genetics than you, and they dating people outside their race.
Uh,
So what you saying is your personal subjective opinion, and that's cool. But to say black people don't never did this,
okay.
what are we talking about, bro?
Listen. Once again. Every black person that dates outside their race don't know anything about anatomy.
Somebody said heaven and hell is in the mind, and I definitely agree with that. I agree with you too. They don't know nothing about anatomy, but they still black though. We saying
Right.
black people don't do this, but nature showing. We look at life, it's showing us something different. Now, real quick, last point, G. I'm Chief YNOT. I'm Lord of the Earth realm, High Priest of the Milky Way galaxy. I came from planet Earth. This is my stomping ground. This is where our ancestors come from. I'm connected to the planet. A lot of y'all, not y'all foreigners to the planet because y'all came here. Y'all didn't come from here. Y'all think y'all came from that out there. Y'all like foreigners. That's why y'all don't respect the planet, and y'all
See,
not
now,
deeply connected as niggas like us. I'm
now, can I
connected to the
respond to
planet.
you? All right, now can I
I didn't
respond
come
to you?
from outer
Can I
space, bro.
respond to you?
I came from here.
Can I
Go ahead.
respond to you? Where did your bloodline come from?
I told you where it came from. You refused
Where?
to take that answer.
Where is that?
My bloodline came from thin air.
Bro, I'm done, man. I
Manifested forth
have a
from thin air.
conversation, man. I can't
Okay,
talk to you no more. See,
that's
this is
cool.
the difference when
That's
I say
cool. That's cool, Kalai.
personal feelings versus common sense and logic
No,
and
no. You
intellectual.
wanna you wanna go to a
You don't.
science book.
Thin
You
air
wanna go
doesn't
to a
make
science.
sense, bro, and
It
it's
it
okay.
do
And I'm
it
gonna allow you
it
to go
do
ahead and have that.
it do
You
make
don't make any sense,
sense.
bro. It don't
It
make
do, but
you came
it
out. You
don't
went
make
through a
sense to you.
gestation period.
It
You
don't
went
make.
through a
No, I
gestation
didn't.
period.
No, I
You
didn't.
came out your mom
No, I
womb.
didn't.
You're on
No, I
somebody's birth
didn't.
certificate.
No,
Somebody
I
has a
didn't.
record of you
No,
coming out of their
that's
womb.
why
And you
you
know
don't
what? And you know
understand.
your
That's why.
mind.
Hey,
You
look.
know where
That's why
your
you don't
mind is at.
understand.
Where as though that you sit
Look,
here and
look.
telling yourself
That's
that
why
you
you
didn't
don't
do that.
collide. That's why you don't understand, because you think I went through a gestation period. You think I came
Right.
through the womb.
Right.
You don't understand. You feel me? You live in a whole different reality. You dealing with physical science books and other people's opinion.
Somebody,
I'm going off
you
what
had
life.
diapers on, bro. You shitted
Hey,
in a diaper.
hey, life is my supreme master teacher. You
You
feel? I don't think
shitted in a
explain.
diaper, bro.
Collide.
That's
You
that's
don't want to have that.
That's
You
the
don't want to have
laws
that
of
conversation.
physics, bro.
No,
You can't
collide.
break laws of
I don't
physics.
think.
That's
I
a
don't
must.
think. I
That
don't
must
think you ready.
everything that must go through a gestation period
I
and a growth
I
period,
don't think you're ready, G. I don't have a social security number. I
bro.
don't.
I didn't talk about your social security number. I
You
said there
did.
is
You
a
got a
birth
social.
record of you.
I don't have a.
There is a birth record
Hey,
of you.
that's impossible. You can never have a birth record of me. I don't have a
All
birth.
right.
I
All right.
don't
Well,
have a
listen. All
birth
right. Well,
record.
listen. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching Godzilla King of Monsters and not entertain this shit no more, man. You have a great day, man.
Man, man, peace and love. Hey, before you leave, throw them wires up, man. You lead only truth, man. Damn. So it's cool though, and I understand why he don't he would never be able to fathom, and come to this levels of understanding about self, because my dear brother Kalab don't have any self-awareness. He has self-awareness, but his self-awareness is not at a higher state. He said you come through the portal. He say you went through a gestation period. He say you have a birth certificate. You have a social. He has all these things. He's went through all these things. But Chief YNOT? Chief YNOT? Somebody tell Kalai, Chief YNOT, do not, I repeat, I am not this body. See the difference between me and Kalai thinks he's that black body that he's in. He's that body. That body is him. So when I say where you come from, he say he came from the portal or the cosmos or whatever. You feel me? When I say me, who am I? I am not this body. I'm the consciousness within this body, G. This is a whole different level of, bro. When you think you this body, you have no idea how many limitations you put on yourself. Nigga, I exist in many bodies. We have many bodies. Somebody say, yeah, sounds good, cool. You're that body. That body will die. And guess what? Once that body die, you die, because you identify yourself as that body. I don't have a fucking social security number. This body has a social security number. This body ain't me though. I'm the awareness, the consciousness within the body. Y'all dumb motherfuckers. Hey, y'all slow. That's why I say what we on over here, we light years ahead of motherfuckers. We teach divine knowledge of self. We don't identify with the body. We have many bodies. Nigga, you got a light body, you got an astral body, you got a shadow body. And ancient Kemetic science, that's the shu yet, one of the 9 parts of the soul. Nigga, you got a body when you go into a dream. But that's a whole different level of conversation that motherfuckers ain't ready for. Stick to those science books. These white people that y'all learning from, they wrote these science books and they got you niggas thinking y'all the body. I don't give a fuck about what none of you troll ass niggas talking about. You feel me? Y'all niggas is dumb as hell. Keep learning from Kalai. He teaches good things. You feel me, for certain people, but the people that's past all that shit, don't let this motherfucker, these science books, fuck up your self-awareness. Divine knowledge itself is a higher state of self-awareness. Kalai has no idea what that is. So when he say, you came through, when I tell him I manifested forth from thin air, where'd your bloodline come? Nigga, my bloodline manifested forth from thin air. Just as all things, like a droplet of water, hot air merging with cool air, making a droplet of water, physical substance, right before your eyes. You mean to tell me if I'm able to make water right now out of thin air, that's that same, like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I just did it, and it's not that simple. You blow your hot breath on a cool glass, you get moisture. More hot breath, more cool space, you get more moisture. It's cold outside, wrap a scarf around your neck. Blow your hot breath in that motherfucker, it's gonna get wet. You creating water out of thin air. You are merging 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Don't even know it. All things manifested forth from thin air. Nigga, when Kalai go to sleep and have a dream, when he go to sleep and have a dream, he's in another body. Somebody asked Kalai, how did that body get to that dream? Now, when y'all get done with that shit, y'all gonna figure out what the fuck I'm saying. It manifested from thin air. When you went to that dream last night, the dream realm is far more realistic than this reality. We in a dream right now too. He don't understand this. Kalai, how did you get to that dream last night? When you get done with all the science books and you sit and think deeply about how nature and pay attention to life, which is the natural nature of people, places, and things, you're going to realize you just thought yourself into that existence. Like that. Somebody asked Kalai, when you had that dream last night, nigga, did that person have a social security? Did that person, you feel me, have a birth record? I don't have a fucking birth record. They think they know what the fuck they talking about when it comes to Chief YNOT. The government don't know I'm an ancient soul. I've been here since the beginning of time. There's no way possible a motherfucking hospital can have a birth record of me. Now this body, yes, they got a birth. They think they know what day I was born. Just like Kalai, you got a birth record. Nigga, this body has a birth record. I'm not the body. Point blank, period. Long story short, without explaining all of that, the point of what I'm trying to make, I am not this body. Kalai, you are that body. Once that body dies, you die because you think you that body. But once this body dies, I'm an eternal awareness. You know what eternity means? To exist before time and beyond time. Awareness, consciousness was always here. And that's why I have to let Kalai know that consciousness is God. Don't get it, G. It's levels. There's levels. He not from Earth, baby. This nigga from the cosmos. I want all you motherfuckers to understand. I'm Chief YNOT. I'm Lord of the Earth realm. High priest of the Milky Way galaxy. Nigga, I'm a cosmic being too. But I'm from planet Earth. This is where I always came to express my consciousness, to experience life. I've always came here, and I'm gonna always come back. Now, Earth is within the Milky Way galaxy, so we're galactic being. All the beings that resonate with planet Earth, this is our home. Colliding foreigners, they on our land complaining. Nigga, that's disrespectful to Mother Earth. You on a planet complaining. I don't complain about shit. I don't even complain about white people. It's my land. I've mastered this reality. Somebody was trying to tell, brother last night was trying to say like, yeah, he at war with the white man, this, that, and the other. He steal from Walmart. And I'm like, bro, you still at war? You fighting the wrong war. You've already run the war once you was able to get your mind back and become God. Once you be able to get your mind back and become God, the war is defeated. Because you was supposed to be a dumb nigga slave, Christian boy. You wasn't supposed to be a god. So all the gods and the goddesses, we not being oppressed. Nigga, we actually won the war because all is mind, the universe is mental. This is not what y'all think it is. We get into the science and forget the basic laws of the universe, the basic universal law. All is mind, the universe is mental. So when I tell my brother, my dear brother Kala, that I manifested from thought through thin air, like a droplet of water right before you, he have no idea what that is or what that even means. He think I'm just talking shit. I'm dead serious. I'm telling you the truth. You want me to lie to you and give you the same response as the next man. The next man is going to say, he from the cosmos. The next nigga in the conscious community say, I portal through the womb. Man, I'm not this body. You ask me, where did I come from? Not this body. Okay, this body came from inside of my mother. I'm the consciousness within the body. It's deep, man. Y'all better wake the fuck up, man. I understand why he don't understand this perspective, because I know what field he in. Cool. Cool. Just stay in your lane. You deal with science, neuroscience, and the anatomy of the body. Cool. I'm dealing with consciousness, and consciousness has nothing to do with no motherfucking genetics. I bet I'll let y'all know I'm passing my goddess Trinity the Blick, and her gun stay loaded. So any trolls in this motherfucker, she gonna blick you. She's going to block the shit out you. So y'all can disagree. Goddess, do not put nobody out the live that's not being disrespectful. If they disagree, that's cool. We ain't got time for trolls and the disrespectful people. They can disagree, but once some motherfucker get the tweaking bait, I want you to blick their ears. Fair enough. So it's deep. I fuck with Collado. I fuck with him. And I really want to build with him on some things that we do agree with. As far as consciousness, I'm light years ahead of him. He stay in that lane. I would never. Go ahead. What's up, guys? Peace, guys.
I was just saying, I respect it. I even respect Kalai's point of view. Like, I respect both of y'all point of view, but I just wanted to come on here and say, like, at least we all on a common purpose, like, at least motherfuckers is thinking. I don't judge nobody for the path that they take to get there as long as they get there. Everybody's on the same path. We just judging as far as like how you say this and what you're doing with this. And I mean, I get it, but at the same purpose, it's a common goal. We all won. We all thing, I am like,
The thing though, God, is like, I know a little bit about Kalai, you feel me? And I know his background and where he come from and the environment he come from, you feel me? Philly is very easily to get sucked up into the bullshit. So the knowledge that Kalai has tapped into, it saved his life, So I respect that, you feel me? Because he could be on here, a masculine black man on some other shit, on some pimp shit, on some street shit, gangbang, whatever, G. But you feel me? That saved his life. And this the knowledge that saved my life. So I definitely respect the intellect, but at the same time, we in two different lanes. I'm dealing with consciousness, he dealing with genetics. Consciousness supersedes and predates genetics. You feel me, G?
I get that.
Genetics need consciousness. Go ahead.
I get that. And I think he's so focused on genetics because people are out here like, we see our own races like mating with other races, this, that, and the third. Like, and I mean, I get it. Like,
I agree.
Like some
I
people
agree.
judge me. Somebody said they like the red hair. Thank you. But no, I had a girl tell me like I wasn't spiritual because I dye my hair red. But I was like, bitch, you don't know the goddess that's within me. Like I'm a child of Oshun. I'm out here like this at all times.
And
Like
that's why I tell
like
motherfuckers like,
you can't see me. So and I be on my oracle shit. I was born on a Wednesday. And a lot of people don't believe that shit either. Like, but I see a lot of shit. I bless wallets. I do all that shit. And it's truly what you believe in. And that's why I respect the consciousness point, because it is bigger than genetics. It's what's going on the inside.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's like saying a black woman that wear wigs and weave, they don't love themselves because they get their nails done, they paint their nails,
yeah, it just
and
make me
they're not
feel
natural. It be
good.
like,
Period. If somebody
I
asks me
used to,
like,
and I used to teach that shit. You feel me, Joe? But I deal with a lot of women. You feel? I got a tribe full of women. Nobody. I'm the only male in my tribe. So it's like women told me you can't take that away from a woman. Meaning, women are gonna doll themselves up, beautiful, change they look up. This is what's it called, aesthetics and shit. That shit is what women do. You feel me? They like black women. They the creators of these wigs, these motherfucking extensions. Egyptians, they wore wigs and extensions. You feel me? Motherfuckers wore makeup and all type of shit. Of course, you feel me? These motherfuckers be like, man, if you wear wigs and shit, you don't love yourself. But at the same time, we really can't say that. We say that out of ignorance. And I used to teach that shit too. Like, yeah, if a woman ain't natural with locks, you feel me? She don't love. But
all I'm saying is
women
African
show me different.
tribes, like women, like people love to like only take certain selective information. But I seen a girl say that she was like a honeybee is like a honeybee. If we want to talk about nature and all that shit, like all that shit, even pre-African tribes, like they put red clay in their hair to dye their hair. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
They wear face paint. That's like makeup. You feel me,
my
Joe, for
point.
ceremony
So I'm just
purposes.
saying,
You
for
know,
somebody, it's the aesthetics. Yes, like the
but
aesthetics is what it's given. And
but
I feel like if you let an aesthetics make you judge somebody, you could be walking past God and literally like, yeah, makeup is an art.
somebody
Is an art. Or it could
say,
be
yeah.
used as a fake advertisement. And that's my point. A
I
bitch
mean,
could look good as fuck on the outside and be nasty as fuck on the inside. You really
yeah.
got to get to know